little studio tour slash home edition tour update. The guys have left for the day, and this is the courtyard from our existing house, and then this is the new addition, and this is a new entrance to the studio. This is the side of the studio that faces our road, which it's pretty camouflaged, but anyway, nice windows. This will all get stuccoed, and the windows will be like the ones that we have already that have sort of like a burnt red trim. The door is going to be, I believe it's going to have glass panes. I've got something super interesting, I think super interesting, all set for those glass panes, so I'll show you that later. The electricians came today and added the light for this whole area here, which they need to do some grading and we'll do landscaping much later on, but they'll do grading to get this all even. So here is the studio and my favorite view in the whole world. This is all going to be windows here, and this is which locals refer to as the wave. So this whole area is, let me get it up. There we go. This whole area out here is private property. It's actually a ranch that was recently sold by the designer Tom Ford and built by a famous architect. It was purchased in a private sale, and as far as we know, they're just going to leave this land as it is, which right now is just kind of grazing land, but it's a beautiful view. The Wave Mountain is one of my favorite views in our new house. So there's that. This wall here, I think is probably going to be sewing machine table on that side, and the ceiling up above has these beams. This is all going to be white, which will be really nice. My work desk and all of that's probably going to go somewhere over here. I do have plans to have a rather large standing work table built for the center of the room. If any of you longtime followers remember, in my studio in Seattle, I had a center table that I stood at, or I had countertop height stools to sit at, and I loved it. It was great. It was super useful, so I plan on repeating that in this, but I'm going to have a custom table built with a shelf underneath it, actually 2 shelves underneath it, so I'll let you know, or I'll show you that when I have that built. This over here, design wall, and it will also be where I can photograph my quilts. You'll notice that the ceiling is slanted. All of the ceilings in our house have this quirky ceiling slant that we actually really love. So every room has a slanted ceiling of a few inches. In the studio, it actually ended up being more than a few inches because of a mistake on the blueprint. But I really love it because it creates a really large, tall wall over here. The floors in here are going to be this color of sealed concrete. So this is the color that it's going to be. It'll just get sealed later on. I believe the color is called Outback, but we picked a color that matched our existing tiles in the rest of the house because we could not find a supplier to give us those exact tiles. So seal concrete, which I hear good things about. And it also, underneath the concrete is radiant heat, which is part of the reason why it took so long to do the floors, because the radiant heat has tubing that goes along the underside of the floor. But the bonus to that is we'll have nice toasty feet in the wintertime. There's a really small closet here by the entrance. It's so small that I don't even know what I'm going to use it for. I think probably it'll just have shelves going all the way up. But this wall right here, I have a really special piece of furniture coming for this that will probably have some quilts stored in it and some other things. I do need, my plan is to kind of recreate here what I had in my Seattle basement with that IKEA piece with the bins. It may not be that large this time, but it worked really well. If you guys remember, I had KonMari'd and organized all of my fabric stash into a piece of IKEA furniture. I think it's called the Calyx, that had bins that went in, and it like was several rows across, and it housed all my fabric and things. So I'm going to figure out something to do over there, but it might be a different version of that. So we have track lighting in here. The electricians were here today, so we'll have lots of lighting. It's really a dream come true to have. I mean, after being in the basement in Seattle, which I truly loved, I feel very fortunate. Actually, the doorway to the studio will be a barn door that slides closed across here, if you can see that. And my plan is for the barn door to actually have glass panes in it. We've picked one out, so I think if it's glass paned, that will be more apt to close it. So I kind of like that idea of also letting the light pass through, because if you look over here, we have this great big window. So the door will close here. So the window is part of the studio, but it will allow some light to pass through into the hallway, which is here. So in there we'll have the bathroom. So you'll enter the bathroom and we'll have a tub. Our existing bathrooms when we moved into the house had no tub, and stalkers like to take baths. So we moved that second bathroom down the hall, and it's going to be here, and we will have a tub. But we're reusing all of the fixtures from the bathroom that we demolished. So there's a hallway here. Here is going to be a guest bedroom. It's tiny, but it's going to be really sweet. So I'm excited about it. There's going to be cabinets here that we can use for storage. There's really no storage in the house. There's stairs in the hallway. This is again the concrete. So there's stairs here. And then what you see right here on the other side of this is the second bathroom that will get completely demolished very soon. We're waiting for the windows and doors to be put in so that we can secure the house, and then they will break this down, which will actually join the new construction to the existing house. That will be a super exciting day, super loud day, but we're ready for it. So this whole section is about 700 square feet in the end. But I just told the whole family I'm just going to live in here. I mean, I've got my bathroom next door. If I put a coffee maker in here, I don't ever really have to leave. I'm good to go. So that's kind of what's going on. They have finished the interior roof on all of these, as you can see, except for the hallway. They still have to do the hallway. And this right here is going to be a cactus garden. I have been dreaming about what this space is going to be since we decided on the plans. So I'll try to share some pictures of what that's going to look like, but super duper excited about what this can be. It's not really, I mean, I guess we could create like a little courtyard there, but we kind of already have a courtyard, pretty nice courtyard. So I envision like something climbing up here, maybe a couple of lights in the future, but it's going to be really, really pretty. And then there's even like a little section right through here. So that's just kind of an alcove. So more cactus over there, which is hard to see. But that's kind of what where we're at with the whole house thing. I've actually never done this kind of construction ever. This is really interesting because every day is like a party at our house. We have like 10 cars and a lot of people that I'm really grateful for are here. They're super nice and very knowledgeable, and it's just super exciting to see it come together. So that's the update for now, but thank you for following along, and we'll update you soon. Bye.